one big part about the Washington, D.C. North Mission, like I said, is a visitor center. But during the month of December, we have what's called the Festival of Lights. And it's a pretty intense event. Every single night, there's a different concert that happens. Actually, happens twice. And all the grounds are decorated with lights. And you can kind of think of how Temple Square is decorated, every year, but it's not as big as Temple Square. It's a smaller visitor center, it's a smaller area, but it still brings in a lot of people for us, for this just enclosed visitor center, and for us mostly entertaining non-members. We had, during the first month I was there, I think we had about 75,000 people through in the month of December. And I was able to be there for two festivals. For the second one, we had over 90,000 visitors that came through during the month of December alone. And so the sisters are there, all of the sisters are all there every night. And it was really cool to be able to, just so many people, in there. I mean, it gets to the point where it's so crowded that it's almost hard, to talk with people, but miracles are happening left and right. The people that you talk to, the impressions that you get, like the referrals that, that come in, people, they feel something. I remember talking to a woman who, she looked at me, she goes, "You young people, you just glow." And among, a lot of people that were there, it was kind of cool, just to see that you'd stick out that way because of the Spirit, of course. But you have, all the lights, you have the concerts every night, but then there's also this creche display. So in the exhibit room, you have little nativity scenes that come from all over the world that are put on display, and they're donated. We can either have them, or some people just donate it just for the event. But you have these nativities from all over, because again, you remember, the area is just so diverse. So people like to see that, they'll see a classic nativity scene, but they'll see, the same scene portrayed in different cultures, how it would look. So you see it as if Mary and Joseph and Jesus were Navajo, or as if they were, Asian, or I remember seeing one, it was like from Scotland, and the heralding angel was, he's in a kilt and with a bagpipe, or you see ones for Africa where instead of sheep, there's, elephants or zebras or whatever it is. And just in the way they're displayed, it's pretty fun just to see how many different things there are, the different ways that they portray that, that same scene. And the cultures make it their own. But what was also really cool about the event is on the very first night of the festival, it's called First Night, you have, we call it Ambassadors Night. And you have ambassadors from maybe 30 different countries all there. And it's pretty unusual to have that many ambassadors in one place at one time. And so the press that's allowed in is very limited. It's not open to the public. And usually we have a special program, and the church takes that opportunity to build relations with these nations. And so once again, you literally get to be, a representative of, of Jesus Christ, a representative of the church to the world at one time. While I was there, we got to meet Elder Perry as he came and he spoke, and His Excellency Mauro Vieira de Souza, who was the ambassador to Brazil. So I got to speak with him a little bit, and it was really cool just to be there. And as they spoke, and as you saw them learn, we weren't allowed to testify through words. You weren't allowed to to extend invitations, because it's obviously a little bit more a sensitive situation. But we were told you bear testimony through being who you are at these events, and so it's nothing short of a privilege and an honor to be able to serve in the mission, especially at that time.